Let's create a sweet Valentine's animation. This demonstration will show you how to use the Keynote deck, which already has the animations created for you, and all you'll need to add is a photo and a drawing and some voice recording. For this project, you're going to need a copy of this Keynote deck that's called Valentine's Animation Simple. It's titled Simple because it already has the hearts included on the slide and they've already been formatted with the animations. You will also need a photo of yourself or your students doing this pose as if you're about to blow a kiss. The first thing we'll do to kick off this project is tap the edit button in the top right hand corner. This just means that we can interact and format this Keynote deck further. This next step is important for teachers of early years students. If you're wanting to create a Valentine's Day animation for each of the students in your class, you might want to consider duplicating this first slide before going any further so that you have enough for every single student in your class. And then you can just carry on adding the photos, the drawings, and the voice recordings all within this one document, rather than starting a new Keynote deck for each student in your class. To do this, we'll tap on the little thumbnail of the slide to the left, a menu will pop up, and we can just tap duplicate, and keep doing that until you have enough slides for every student in your class. Now I've added a Happy Valentine's Day background to your slide here, but you can absolutely change that background if you wish. All we need to do to adjust the background is tap on the little paintbrush in the top right hand corner, and when the menu options pop up, we're going to tap on background. And from here you can change your background options. We can flick through and we see that there's a whole range of different preset colours we can choose from. We can even choose from these dynamic animated backgrounds. You can change the image of the background as well. You might want to add an artwork that you've created. So to do that, we tap on the image option there, and you can tap change image and change that to whatever you would like. I will stick with this background for today though. The first thing we're going to add to this slide is our photo. To do this, we're going to use a function called split view. So we're going to tap on the three little dots in the top center of your iPad, choose split view, and it will automatically bring your Keynote slide over to the left. You want to choose your Photos app as the other app to see in split view. For this next step, we're going to want to take the person out of the image and bring them on to our Valentine's Keynote slide. I'm going to share a few different ways to do this because it does depend on the age of your iPad and whether your iPad OS is up to date. The first way I'm going to share is lift subject. To use lift subject, we're just going to hold our finger down on the person in the image, and you should see that wonderful little shimmer appear around the outside. While holding my finger on that person, I should be able to now just drag them across to the left. You'll see that little green plus appear. That means that I can lift my finger and the person will drop onto that Keynote slide. Another way to use lift subject would be to long press on the person. This time we can tap copy when the menu pops up, and on my Keynote slide I can tap on the screen, and when the menu pops up I can tap paste, and you'll see that it's copy and pasted straight from that image. There's yet another way for using lift subject. Again, I'm going to long press on the person in the image. This time I'll tap share, and when the options pop up I will tap save image. And now, if I go back into my Keynote slide, I can tap on the media icon at the top of the screen and then choose photo and find that photo without the background and add that into my slide as well. If lift subject is not working for you, you can still add your image within Keynote. Again, we're going to tap on the media icon, go to photo or video, and find the photo with the background in your camera roll. Once that's imported into Keynote, and we make sure that that image is selected, and we know that it's selected by the little blue circles around the outside, we're going to tap on the paintbrush, tap on image, and then choose remove background. So now that you have your image in Keynote, we're wanting to move it to the bottom left-hand corner of the slide and resize it if needed so that it fits perfectly around those love hearts. If the love hearts aren't in the exact right space, I'll show you in a minute how you can move them around. We also want to move this image to the back of the slide so that it sits behind the love hearts. To do this, with the image selected, we'll tap on the paintbrush. We'll then come to arrange, and then you just slide this little circle all the way over to the left, and it shows that that image is now sitting at the back of the slide. The other thing we need to do in this menu is come to the bottom and choose lock so that we lock the image in place. That just means it won't move around as we're adding other things to the slide. From here, if we need to move the hearts around, we can select them and move them out of the way. It's hard to tell, but there's actually 8 hearts there. They're just stacked on top of each other. So we want to be able to select them all at once. To do that, hold your finger on the slide off to the right here. And as you drag your finger towards the hearts, it should select all of the objects that you're dragging over. It will select the image in the background, but it's locked in place so it won't move. Now you can move the hearts out of the way or into the right place. It might be worth now tapping on the play that you can see there at the top of the screen just to see what the animated hearts will look like. You'll need to tap on the screen to start, but this won't be the case once it's exported as a movie. As you're watching this, it might seem like the animations are a bit slow. Once we've added in our drawing and our voice recording, it will all come together nicely. The next thing we'll add is a drawing or some writing. To access the drawing tools, we'll tap on the media icon at the top of the screen and then choose drawing. And your drawing tools will pop up along the bottom. From here, you can choose a range of different tools. I like using this crayon tool though. To select a tool, you'll tap on it and it will pop up. And then you can tap again to change the thickness and the opacity of that tool. You can adjust colours using the preset colours or tap on the rainbow colour wheel to get a lot more colour options, but I'm just going to choose black as I think it looks quite effective against the background. And then either I will do the drawing, or if my students are doing this, I will get them to draw something onto this slide, either using an Apple Pencil, a stylus, or their finger. They might write a message, they might draw a little picture, draw a love heart. It's entirely up to you and your students what you do at this point. When you're done with your drawing, we'll tap Done in the top left-hand corner to come back to the main Keynote slide. The final element that we're going to add to our Valentine's animation is your voice. To access the voice recorder, we're going to tap on the media icon at the top of the screen and choose Record Audio. We'll just tap on Record as we record our message. You might say, I love Mum and Dad, Happy Valentine's Day, or whatever you would like to say in this movie. We tap Insert to add that to our slide. It doesn't matter where the little audio icon goes because you won't see this in the final export. We're now going to animate our drawing. So tap on your drawing so that it's selected. That menu will pop up. We're going to choose Animate. From here, we want to tap Add Build-In, and we're going to choose the Line Draw animation. It will automatically give you a little preview of what that looks like. We want to edit that so that it goes for a little bit longer. To do this, let's tap on the little X to the left of the menu bar. We're then going to tap on Line Draw Animation, and we're going to change the duration so that it's about 8 seconds long. That's how long the heart animations are. From here, we need to go into our animation build order and set the line drawing and our audio recording to all occur at the same time as our hearts. To access the build order menu, we're going to tap on the 3 little dots and lines up in the top right-hand corner. Within this menu, you will see all of the different animations on this slide. Up the top are all the heart animations that I've already added for you, and they're all set to occur at the same time. However, you'll notice down the bottom we've got our audio recording and our drawing. We need to group those with the rest so they occur at the same time. Let's start by tapping on the number 9 animation. It might be your audio recording or your line draw. And we're going to select with build 1. Tap on the next animation and do the same thing so that it starts with build 1. They'll now all occur at the same time. We then tap done in the top left-hand corner to get out of the animation menu. Our final step is to export this as a movie. To export, we'll tap on the little down arrow next to the name of this presentation. We'll choose export and then we'll choose movie. The only option you need to be aware of in this menu is the slide range. We've only got one slide in this example that I'm showing you, so I don't need to adjust this here. But if you had lots of slides down the left-hand side, you'd want to make sure that only the slide you want to export is chosen here. We then tap export, tap share, and then save video. And this little Valentine's animation that you've created will now be waiting in your Photos app or your camera roll, ready for you to share with others.
I love Mummy and Daddy because they give me lovely hugs